we've got a great one in store between the Detroit Lions and the Minnesota Vikings.
Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
First carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
3rd down.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Haskins. And that's caught by Smith. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 9.
That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. Setting up the screen for Cook. He's got 1st down and then some at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. 15 yards for the Lions there on a 1st down. On the carry, it's Cook. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jacobs. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. That's caught. It's Bryan Edwards. Touchdown, 40 yards. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. Forget about the storylines of being intimidated in the playoffs on the road. I mean, that was pretty clinical right there.
Yeah, they didn't treat it like it was a playoff game in January, did they?
No.
That felt much more like, hey, we're back in August, running a few drills in the practice field. They seem unaffected by what they're facing in this one.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0.
Joey slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Hancock. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Tackled at the 29.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 29, Watson looking deep downfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Haskins to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Here's Haskins out of the gun. Haskins hit, and he lost the football. Offensively lucky they were able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Out of the gun, Watson. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
I don't think anyone would argue that having that extra week definitely helps come playoff time. And those were some fresh legs right there. That extra practice time and planning, certainly in evidence.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
The tackle made.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
It's 3rd down and 5.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. He's going to look. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. 55 yards. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
7-7. Zane Gonzalez set to
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Offense ready to kick off their next drive. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Operating from the gun, Haskins. He lost the football. The Vikings pick up the football. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
We have seen this before. And we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
On 1st down, Hancock. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
brings up 2nd and 12. At
the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Off of play action, it's Watson. And this is going to be incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You've got to cash in and get some points.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Watson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a 1st down as well.
Really? Really? Did we just see that? That's a big catch. One-handed, I might add, to pick up a 1st down.
I was going to say, on 3rd down for the defense, it's one thing to give up a reception. You just got to shake your head on a one-handed catch to pick up the 1st. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Hancock. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Score! Touchdown, Vikings! From 13 yards out, and the Vikings have taken the lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. Let's see what they do here this go around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over. The other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
Last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the gun, Haskins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
They'll run on first down. Hancock, and he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
Wilson on the tackle.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves. And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And his pass incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's picked off. And they'll hand the football to deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
They start the drive with Cook. Able to break the tackle, but then quickly brought down just outside of the 5. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Haskins. That's into the hands of Edwards. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On first down, it's Haskins. Smith catches left side.
Haskins pass.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 27-yard line.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. To throw again on second down. Haskins. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
It's now fourth down.
Few inches. They're going to line up to go for this thing on fourth down. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Operating from the gun, Haskins. From left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort. From the gun, Haskins. Complete. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. 49 yards. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Extra point splits the uprights. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half.
Set to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. 2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Again, it's Watson. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Vikings are going to take the lead.
Gonzalez lining up for the extra point.
Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And the half will begin with a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On third down, Hancock, and he will have a first down here at about the 40. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Calling a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
I think the reason this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
Here's a first down throw that's complete, and he's going to get this inside the 30. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Watson on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. Second down coming up.
It's a pickup.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 2nd and 7, Watson. That's complete right around the 8. And the Vikings are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. That leads us to a first and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
7-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now Watson on 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And the 10-year back knocks it through the goalpost. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, Haskins. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Quentin Williams. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11.
3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Haskins. Over the middle, it's complete. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Here comes the Lions punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And take it right on the 30. For a trip to the NFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
14.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And now first downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
Harrison on the tackle.
Tackle that time by Ronnie Harrison. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
39-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Watson. Very quickly here, and that's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. He's got his man on the crossing route. 17 yards, first down, Vikings.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through three quarters, no reason to lighten up now. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
The 15-yard line.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Second and 5.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. This offensive line, they're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that right now.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season. Got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him. And he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main guy.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
5-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Moore in Bologna, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
Yeah, he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Calling a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down the game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. Running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Taken down back at the 23-yard line.
On 2nd down, Hancock. Open space inside the 10. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Vikings 38, Lions 14. Zane Gonzalez.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this 4th quarter. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
1-yard gain.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Again, it's Cook. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
A gain of 2.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian, open mic night at the improv, and you run into a tough crowd.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 4th down. Today's final score.
Well, one side moves on, and then, of course, there's the other side, and now they face what they don't want to face, and that's the offseason.
Think about the journey just getting to this game. Preseason, right? The OTAs and mini camps before that. Going through the regular season, fighting and scratching and clawing to make it to the playoffs. And then to get to this